ask enough about your family. What can you tell me about your family?
Well, I have three siblings. They all live in LA. My parents don't live, are not alive any longer. They've been gone for many years. And I'm closer with some siblings than the others. So I think one of the things that I just try to do is keep myself busy. I like to donate my time. I work. I enjoy my clients. So I'm trying to learn how to play pickleball. Actually, it doesn't take much to learn how to play pickleball, but like anything, you have to practice, which means you need people to play with. And so that's what I'm kind of trying to find out right now. Unfortunately, you can't play pickleball with me. That's a shame. But you could carry my racket
That is,
and listen to the sound, but that
that is
doesn't sound
true.
like so much fun to you.
Yeah, because we don't want to smash those pies down.
No, we don't want to smash those pies.
And sometimes we may break a finger. That some things like if you want to connect later. So I was thinking
Uh-huh.
something. Activities that you shared some beautiful stuff. So kind of, I'm an only child.
Mm-hmm.
I have my mom. She's amazing. She's like the national pride. She's amazing. Her name is Rachel. It sounds like Rach,
Uh-huh.
E-L.
Uh-huh.
Like Rachel, if you can kind of get it. It's Rachel. Like
Yes.
simple, not Rachel or
Uh-huh.
Rachel.
Yes.
So she likes to identify as Rachel.
Okay.
Okay, now something, just want to let you know. My dad has been out of my life for like a long time, and sometimes he writes to me in those letters. I don't want to show you because we don't want to publish them and let them be printed publicly.
Right.
That's something we just don't do.
Right.
We don't like
Right.
forward stuff on and write nice stuff about our friends because that should stay between us, including
That's private.
kind of just mushing
Yes.
mushrooms. And
Yes.
when we sometimes eat stuff, we may get very tired and trip. And when we think clearly, let's just go from there. So I think we understand each other more.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad, his name is really confusing. Sounds like Superman. So it was Cal L. Okay, but like who's that? It's like out of this world. So more down to earth when Superman came down. I'm the real man. So I was just thinking, my dad's name is a little difficult. So we may have to come up with a code. Like he's very cash oriented,
Uh-huh.
and sometimes he reveals himself in hidden ways. So we just want to see his face. I'm sure he's still like I remember him, very tall, dark, and handsome. And so he's become a little less,
Attractive.
yeah, less healthy. Don't like to call people,
Yes.
The FAT word.
Yes.
We gotta be sensitive to others. So my dad's name, just so when you see him on the streets,
Uh-huh.
sometimes he's a little influential
Yes.
and could say stuff that affects
Yes.
you. His name is Malkiel, so it sounds like mall.
Uh-huh.
Like you go you go shopping downtown. We don't want to go down there and go, and then it sounds like E, like an eel, because it rhymes on the floor,
Yes.
and then it's L, like because Cal L, and came down to earth. When he came down to earth, all the sugar got sprayed all over. So I was just thinking,
It's interesting. Okay.
yeah, I could just spread some sugar, and what's it called? There's a group. I forget their name. Like, whatever their name. Let's lead
Okay.
and move forward, in one foot to the other, and pour some sugar on me. So, I think we've talked about getting to know each other, activities, kind of how to interact, some relevant stuff, and I think we can see each other again. We talked about some activities, going out to eat. You know what, Sharon? Maybe we can talk about some stuff about getting to know each other on a more personal level.
Okay.
Maybe we disclose some relevant stuff. We talked about some of our personal lives, three sisters, nice, we established kind of, it's okay to ask certain things. You're very young, you're a 33-year-old adult. You're very capable of making decisions, and it seems like I'd like to see you again. And let's go from there.
But you didn't ask me if I want to see you again.
Oh my gosh, Sharon! Oh my gosh, Sharon, I should have been there.
That's very assumptive on your part.
Sharon, because I was going to have you direct. And remember, I got your number from Nina. And, oh my gosh, Sharon, I'm sorry. I didn't want to mislead you because, I remember I gave you Frank's number. He's a messenger to you. And I just want to make sure I don't have to give Ben over.
Well, let me
And
tell
make
you.
this a little interesting to
No,
you guys.
so
Please.
I'm pulling your leg because it could either go two ways. You could call me and I could avoid your phone calls, which is not a very nice thing to do. But I'm a very direct person, and so I could also not say anything today, and then you call me and I could, just avoid your phone calls, or I could say, you know what, I really don't think that we're a match, and thank you very much for reaching out. But you know what? I'm going to say I'd be happy to see you again. And the last thing that I want to say to you before I have to leave is you do catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar.
No, Sharon, that's right. That's why I want to pour some sugar. And you seem like you're so sweet. And, in old school, it must come from a land of, honey. And we can maybe eat cereal and milk on a nice date. Hey,
With bananas and fruit.
you know what, Sharon? I understand you're very healthy. You eat outside on a park bench. Because, I had a friend. Her name was Oprah. And she was very influential in giving me advice and saying, maybe the girl that's for you is on the park bench. I'm so happy I didn't give my, there's someone in my life, his name was, who we know. Oh, I don't know if you know him.
Uh-huh.
But his name was Tom Gordon, and the thing was, his son was Dee Gordon, and he was very athletic.
Okay.
And, we discussed walks, and sometimes I like to run, but he had a son. His son was also very tall, dark, and handsome, and he likes to drink a lot of orange juice. He goes on long chases. His name was Dee. I want to make sure I didn't get him confused with someone else that I don't know if you know. But it doesn't really matter because I gave you Frank's number, told you about my dad, Mal Kia, just very influential, gives a lot of cash, I've met a lot of famous actresses, and there's one, the Legend of the Phoenix, we can talk about them later, and, just want to make sure, I love a lot of candy, I have a very sweet tooth, there's someone, like Rosemary, and they're very great people, Rose and Maria, and, it's kind of like a sandwich. We'll talk about making sandwiches and saying something nice, and then, there's something in the middle. And Sharon, I'm really happy because remember I said you can send me 400 text messages, and I'm very happy that you make me feel like there's someone, I'll be there for you, and we'll watch that together and watch our relationship. I mean, a long watch on the beach because, there was someone named Yasmin Bleeth, and her smile, and we'll just get things off to a good start.
Okay.
I don't want any more hassles, Sharon.
Okay.
I'm glad we established.
Well, look, we're just getting to know each other, and time will tell.
Sharon, at this point, I'm a little excited, and I want to know if you feel more comfortable with a high five, or should we just break it down, or can I bail you out? Whatever works for you. A handshake, are you comfortable with, or a high five?
High five is fine. Okay. Have a good day.